Plaintiff Shauna Presswood met the defendant through his wife, and it didn't take long before he became too comfortable with her. Shauna claims every time she was around the defendant, all he wanted to do was rub her prosthetic leg, and she's suing him today for unpaid labor. Defendant Brian Novak says Shauna is nothing but a liar, and although he was tempted by her, he never rubbed her prosthetic leg. Brian denies owing Shauna for anything.
Start with you.
Well, I met him through his wife about 2 years ago, and we all became really, really close friends. And then, I don't know, about 6-8 months ago, he started getting a little too friendly. And I have a prosthetic leg, and I caught him trying to rub my prosthetic leg all the time.
He's a freak.
He is. He's completely, like, I can't even explain this man to you.
I hadn't heard a lot in here, but...
I mean, it wasn't even the real part of the leg.
That's my point.
I mean, if he really wants, I'll give him my old one.
What did you say to him?
I just thought he was being weird. I mean, look at him.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing? He goes, oh, no, I'm
say?
just goofing off. And then it just kept progressing more and more. And he, over the next couple months, he kept trying to go higher, and I slapped his hand away. And he doesn't stop. I even went to his wife and talked to his wife about it. He's horrible. About 6-8 months ago, he started getting a little too friendly. And I have a prosthetic leg, and I caught him trying to rub my prosthetic leg all the time.
He's a freak.
He is. He's completely, like, I can't even explain this man to you.
Plaintiff Shauna Presswood worked for the defendant, and she claims he was a creep who constantly wanted to rub her prosthetic leg.
Sir, you want to give me some background?
Sir, she's an aggressive liar. I never tried to rub her leg or nub. Never tried to slope for her.
Never touched her prosthetic leg?
No.
Seriously?
It's a little hard when she
Why
takes,
did you hesitate to answer that?
it's hard not to when she takes it off and waves her nub up in the air where it needs little tiny shorts.
You can't control yourself. Got to get to that leg. Got to have.
Your Honor, I wear basketball shorts.
Man say you lift them shorts up and he went crazy.
Correct.
Lost his mind. He told you that. I understand, sir. At least you're honest and up front. A lot of people come in here and they try and deny their fetishes and they try and deny they did all this freaky stuff. So at least you met someone that I respect. I respect you, sir. You come in here, the woman say you used to rub on her prosthetic leg and you at least, say that it drove you out whenever she put shorts on and had that leg showing, doctor. I ain't gonna talk about it too much now. Eyes getting big. Yeah, you starting to sweat. Let me stop. Get back focused on the case. All right, so what do you want to tell me other than that? Other than that, your relationship and friendship has been fine?
Our friendship's been fine. At least I think it is.
Okay.
I mean...
Did she say you went behind your wife's back and hit on her?
Yeah, she's been telling my wife stuff, trying to wreck my marriage, and I don't believe in it. It's not
You don't
true.
believe you did it?
Huh?
You say you don't believe what?
I don't believe what she told my wife was true.
Okay.
How can you not believe it? You're the one that did it.
All right, sir. And let's get to the labor you're suing him about.
Yes, sir. I worked about 5 jobs for him. And since I'm on disability, he was supposed to pay the utility bills instead of giving me cash, so it didn't mess with the disability. And I'm sitting there having coffee, getting ready to go to work, and all of a sudden my power goes out. He hasn't paid on the power bill since October.
And when you mention it to him, what does he say?
He says he doesn't know it now, but I have a signed affidavit here saying he owes it.
Sir, what do you tell me?
Thank you. Sir, Your Honor, I don't feel I owe her anything because she stopped working hard, not showing up on time, slacking. So I felt like I didn't need to pay her.
Did you tell her that?
On her bills because she stopped working.
You told her that?
Yes.
Okay, so she knew her utilities were going to be cut off.
Yes.
How was I supposed to meet my commitment when I can't even climb the ladder because he's underneath me trying to take pictures? Asking me not to wear underwear under my basketball shorts so he can look up my shorts.
I want to hear about that old freaky junk. He done told
I'm
you.
doing my work. He's downstairs trying to take pictures.
Sir, ma'am, you done threw me off with this freakiness. I'm about to get to the thing, and you obsessed, and he's obsessed with your prosthetic leg. So, you think somebody want to look at it sexually all the time, and he does want to look at it sexually all the time. So let's get away from that and get back to you giving her notice that you were stopping because she breached the contract.
Yes.
Did you tell her? Did you say, since you are not meeting your end of the contract, I'm going to stop?
Yes, I did.
When did you tell her that? How?
January 2018.
Pardon?
January 2018.
All right. And any communication since January 18th? What did you hand me?
Considering
This is May, sir.
I ain't signed that. I don't know where she got that from.
Oh, okay. We got your license on you?
Yeah, I always do.
Take a look. Let's make this real easy.
I don't feel I owe her anything because she stopped working hard, not showing up on time, slacking.
How was I supposed to meet my commitment when I can't even climb the ladder because he's underneath me trying to take pictures? Asking me not to wear underwear under my basketball shorts so he can look up my shorts.
I want to hear about that old freaky junk.
Plaintiff Shauna Presswood worked for the defendant, and she claims he was a creep who constantly wanted to rub her prosthetic leg.
Looks similar to me. See that end of that shoots out. Any other, do you have the affidavit you signed today to abide by the agreement?
Want me to grab it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. All three of these, and the one you signed today is an exact match to the contract. It's the exact signature of the arbitration agreement you signed agreeing to be on this show and to abide by our decision. Judgment for the plaintiff, $2,975. He claims he did not sign this agreement to pay, and he certainly did based on all the evidence I viewed. Have a good day.
You're a creep. Do you want my old leg? I don't know why you thought you could get away with not paying me, but I do my fair share of work. You're the one that sits on the ground, does nothing but take pictures.
I like your leg.
I'll give you my old one when I get home, okay? I'll give it to your wife, not to you.
Okay.
Plaintiff LaToya Cummings became good friends with the defendant because LaToya's daughter does competitive dance with the defendant's son. LaToya claims she knew the defendant had financial issues, so LaToya tried to help out, but she's suing for the cost of an iPhone and accessories. Defendant Melanie Houston says most of the moms at their dance studio are wealthier than her, and LaToya often showered her and her family with lavish gifts, including the cell phone in question. Melanie's countersuing for harassment.
Start with you.
I have a daughter who dances competition dance, and this is how we met Melanie and her son Antonio. And in the process of that relationship, we became friends. In that process, I've learned a lot about her. We have some similarities, single parents of dancers, things like that. And in that process, I kind of came to understand, her financial situation, some of the struggles that she's been through, and befriended her, tried to do nice things for both her and her son, give her opportunities where she could make a little bit extra money or even, do nice things for both of them, dinners, going shopping, things like that.
You said give her a chance to make a little extra money.
So like, for example, I had to travel for work, and I needed somebody to watch my daughter. Okay. I, of course, wanted somebody
Is your daughter
trustworthy.
here in town?
Yeah, she is.
Okay, because my wife is here, and she's, what'd you say, eating and shopping? That's what you say y'all do?
Yes, we like to do things like that.
All right, and my wife needs a little extra money because that's what she's doing. She's doing right now, eating and shopping.
She's more of a shopper than an
She's
eater.
more of a shopper, right?
Yeah.
I'm always looking for
All
shopping
right, so
partners.
let me know what that extra job is. All right. Well,
But, as I was stating, I had to travel for work, and I need somebody to watch my daughter. She's only 11, and, that was an opportunity for her to help me out, but at the same time, I use it as an opportunity to kind of give her, some cash.
And you all
things for
never
doing
fell
that.
out about anything other than this, perhaps? If you all
No,
fell out.
nothing
Okay.
at all.
Let me hear from you, ma'am. Give me some background on you.
Yes, she's exactly correct in the sense that we met as a result of our children dancing together. And even at the very beginning, I told her, look, I can't do like these other dance moms do and be lavish. At the studio where we are, they seem to be a little bit more wealthier, and we were just hanging on by a shoestring because I want my child to dance. So I'm like, I can't do like other people do, but I will do my best. Now, I never asked her to provide me with ways to make extra money, although it was appreciative. But yet, no, I've never asked her to do all that. But she was very lavish with her gifts and
Towards you?
I don't recall anything.
Okay,
to
so she
me,
has not given you
to
lavish
me,
gifts.
To my son, she's given more
What
gifts.
type of lavish gifts
Well,
has
I'd
she
say
made to him?
he was able to pick out clothes, any kind of clothes he wanted.
Okay,
or
she purchased
went out to
clothes
pay
for him?
Clothes for him.
Lavish clothes? They were lavish?
To
What
me,
were
they are
like?
because I get our clothes from the thrift store. So to me, yeah, they were
You get-
lavish. Yeah.
Did you take him to Louis Vuitton? Or
No.
Did you get him
I
red
can't
bottoms?
afford that myself.
Did you get him a Chanel bag?
No. I forget the name of the
You didn't
store,
give
but
her-
it's
what
like
else?
a
What do
teenage
men
store
get?
they like to shop in.
Okay.
And it never was without her permission, and it was always because I kind of looked at him like my nephew.
Correct.
I was just being nice.
Defendant Melanie Houston was friends with the plaintiff, but she claims after the plaintiff gave her son a cell phone, she started harassing Melanie.
Tell me about the lawsuit.
I noticed that throughout the dance season, they kind of had some times where he didn't have enough minutes on his phone to be able to have access to make phone calls or text messages. And I understand as a single parent, the need to have communication at these events. And so I asked her, would you mind if I put him on my phone plan to be able to help him, one, have a dependable means of communication, especially with these events, and then two, take something off of your plate. I'm not rich at all.
I know this. And, I ain't trying to insinuate nothing, but what you buying this young boy all this stuff for?
Never without his mother's permission. And it really was not so much for his benefit, more so
I'm
than
having
her.
fun with you, that, right?
Make it clear.
Trying to buy his love.
Not at all. He's a good young man. He's doing good in school. He's a really nice kid. His mother raised him very well. Like I said, this was based off of a friendship that had bonded because of us having this relationship through the dance.
Yep, and unfortunately, you do what either his father should do more of, or other men should be in his life doing what you're doing, whether it's uncles, cousins. So we applaud you for stepping in once again and filling the role. All right, the precise reasons on the phone.
She agreed. We got the phone. The caveat was I didn't want any drama. All I wanted was pay the monthly phone bill. He picked out what he wanted. First time we had problems was asking me questions about can we use the phone as a hotspot, and I went through a long text message detailing out my intent for giving them this phone and that it was not to be utilized for a hotspot purpose because of the data plan restrictions. I didn't want my data slowed down. Then he had the AirPods that goes with the phone stolen from him one day in school or at the library after school. And he didn't tell me at first, she did. And they both, were panicking because of the cost. And, when they were telling me, I was a little upset. These are, $160 AirPods. And
How much was the entire purchase?
it was about $1,600.
For a phone? Now,
Well,
that's
it
what
was
they
his
call.
phone. You figured the iPhone XS Max, which was the latest one. You got AirPods, the chargers, the wireless charger you got that went with it as an accessory, the case, and the cover for the phone.
And you want it back because what?
Well, it really wasn't the situation that I was just taking the phone back. When he got the AirPods found, some kid was trying to sell him back his AirPods. They called me at 7, 8 o'clock, going back and forth with text messages. And like I told them, you got the AirPods, give them to your mama. And I told him to give them to you. You need to give them to me. And then she came back with, well, do you want the phone too? Well, you know, the whole point of me helping you all was I didn't want to have a problem.
So you did want your things back, and
So
you
go
asked
ahead.
for them, and you're suing for them today.
Yeah.
Let me hear from you, ma'am.
Okay, I disagree with the tone of trying to, not to say that she wasn't helpful, and I'm not trying to say I don't appreciate all the things that she's done. However, I've never sought after her to pay any bills or to get clothes for my child. And in fact, I would like for my son to even come up and
Sure,
talk,
come
because
on up,
the
young
day
man.
that he got the phone, she had taken them to out to eat, I guess to Olive Garden, and there was a conversation
What's your name?
that
State your name.
My name is Antonio Houston.
What do you want to tell me?
Your Honor, she took me, her, and her daughter out to Olive Garden that day. As we're eating and we get our food, she's talking about, okay, well, we've got to figure out a way to switch over to my phone plan because I want to figure out a way to get to you, and me and your mom want to get to you when we can get to you. It shouldn't be when you get on Wi-Fi. And I was like, okay, yeah, so what are we going to do? She's like, pick out a phone. And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm a teenager, so you say pick out a phone, I think about going to school, seeing everyone else in school with latest and greatest technology, latest and greatest phone, latest and greatest clothes.
Tell me the downside. What was wrong in this scenario?
At the point, there really wasn't anything wrong with the scenario except for the fact that I kind of was confused on, oh, you're just gonna let me pick out an $1,000 phone? Is it necessary?
Oh, you didn't
but
think
not-
it was necessary
No,
for
no,
the phone? Do you have the phone today?
Yes, sir.
Can we have it back?
No, sir.
You said it's not necessary. You said it's not necessary. Have a seat, young man.
Defendant Melanie Houston was friends with the plaintiff, but she claims after the plaintiff gave her son a cell phone, she started harassing Melanie.
What's your counterclaim
What
for,
my
man?
concern, though, is she did indicate that it was a gift. It's a gift.
I
not
got you,
something
man. What is your
Okay.
counterclaim
The counterclaim
for?
was the day it was for harassment because she kept requiring and asking, not even asking, demanding that we return the
How
items.
many times did she make those demands?
At least, I didn't count them, at least maybe 5 or
Okay.
6 times. And even
What was the next contact?
The next contact was that she texted me, and then she texted me again,
Saying what?
saying that you need to return them by 5:30 that day. Or she was going to call the police.
Okay,
and
she
report
did
the
absolutely
stolen.
nothing wrong, ma'am. I'm not going to conclude that this was harassment. Your claim is dismissed. Unfortunately, ma'am, a gift is permanent, and so I have to dismiss your claim as well. Have a good day. That's my decision.
Just pretty much so forgave her for what she did. At the end of the day, learned a very valuable lesson. Some people are ungrateful. You can't help everybody. Move on.
I'm done with this person, and I do hope to see her daughter in the big lights as well as my son in the big lights someday. And I know they're going to do great despite certain individuals.
Plaintiff Marianne O'Reilly says the defendant is her cousin, but they didn't know each other until she was 18 years old. Marianne claims she and the defendant became really close really fast, but she's suing him today for an unpaid loan. Defendant Edwin Rios says he comes from a family of drinkers, and when Marianne came into the picture, she fit right in. Edwin is countersuing because he claims while working together, Marianne defamed him to their co-workers and his manager.
Start with you.
Okay, so this is my older cousin Eddie. I actually didn't get in contact with him till I was about 17, 18 years old. I reached out to him through social media. We instantly hit it off. We became really super close over a short period of time. We had 4 losses within our family in a short period of time as well. We used to go out to like the bars. We would go out drinking a lot. There were a couple occasions to where things kind of turned physical with other people. There was one incident that I can remember. We went to pick up a DVD from his ex-girlfriend, and him and the new boyfriend had gotten into a fight, and me and the ex-girlfriend also got into a fight. The police were called. Nobody went to jail, but there was all
Did
call.
you all know that her current boyfriend was there?
No, we did not.
Okay. Didn't
She
call?
kind of just pulled up with him.
Okay. You showed up at the house?
Well, we went
Without
to go.
notice.
Well, we went to go pick up something.
Right. You just
And-
showed up without calling her and saying we're on our way.
Yes,
Got your feelings hurt.
a little bit.
Let me hear from you.
Well, it's like she stated, we're real close. Our family was a family of drinkers, so when she finally came around, she did fit in. Well, all right. Well, with
So you
Marianne,
probably doubled down on that drinking when you went over there and saw your ex with that man so soon.
well, actually,
How long had y'all been broken up?
for a couple weeks.
Couple weeks, and
Yeah.
you went over there and she had somebody else in the house already.
Well, no, it was,
I know
it was
you
her
like
job.
to die.
It was her job. My mom's DVD memorial
So
was
then why
in
you
the
start
vehicle.
fighting then?
We were drunk.
She said it was her new man.
We were drunk.
I know, but why'd you start fighting with the man?
Well, I know him previously before.
And he had your woman
Yeah.
in
Yes.
2 weeks.
Yes.
Hurt your ego.
Yeah, it did a
Hurt
little
your
bit.
pride.
Yeah.
You thought she should never have another person.
Yeah.
Nobody could ever measure up to you.
Yeah, it hurt a little bit.
Yeah, I feel I'm like you. A woman gets somebody else after they leave you. That's an abomination.
After that, we left. After the cops let us go, nobody got arrested. We ended up driving
You
off.
left with your woman? She came with you?
No, we left.
She stayed back
Oh, yeah.
with the other guy?
Yeah.
That's
No,
even
you was
worse.
crying all the way to the we said, and not from the fight. Go ahead.
Well, she was so mad we didn't allow her to fight my ex. She ended up beating up her own vehicle, vandalizing her own vehicle, taking her anger
You
out.
did.
Yes, Your Honor.
You were drunk for real. All right.
Plaintiff Marianne O'Reilly is suing her cousin, who claims while working together, Marianne defamed him to their co-workers and his manager.
How did we get to the loan you're suing for?
So he was working somewhere. He ended up not being able to continue that job because his vehicle went down or something happened with the transmission.
He's up to break out crying any
Okay,
minute.
yeah, you got it.
Go ahead. I can look over there at him. He's thinking back at that. You thinking back when you pulled up and saw that man. You pulled up and saw that man. You ain't been right since. Don't fall out in here crying. Go ahead. So,
Okay.
go ahead.
So anyway, Your Honor, long story short, he asked to borrow $1,500 to get a car. I was working at a restaurant and we needed a delivery driver and I knew he wasn't working, so I got him a job in there. He told me he was going to give me back my money. I've still yet to get it, and that was back in the end of November.
November?
Yes.
I'm sure he told you you're getting that back at income tax time.
Yeah.
Please don't tell me that's what he told you, really.
That was our agreement.
I tease around that that's what people say. And I knew November is easy way to say, oh, in a few months with my income tax. He told you that for real?
That's exactly
You've
what it
never
was.
seen this show?
I have a lot.
That means you're not going to get it?
I just,
When someone says, I'm gonna give it to you with my income, their essence just may be saying it differently, but they're in essence saying, I'm never gonna pay you again.
I just never expected to be here.
What happened when income tax time came? The federal government took it because he owed, or the state took it because of child support, or no, he was in school and the student loans took it. What happened to it?
He told me that he lost it. Not
Lost
that
it where?
was at the bar.
Lost it as in out of his pocket?
Yeah, at the bar is what he
The
said.
actual check?
No, he said the actual cash.
Now that's the worst I've ever heard, sir. Give him a pen. If you're gonna use it right. Here's some paper.
What do you want me to write?
Just hand it to him, I'll tell him. Write this down. If you're gonna use the income tax, write the excuses down. They took it for loans, student loans. The state took it for child support or parking tickets, I think they take it for now.
Yeah.
That's state taxes. All right, you got it?
Yes.
Because you tell somebody you lost their money, you're going to be in another fight. How much you had it in your pocket and it fell out? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm a drinker. I was at the bar, and I lost my whole refund, $2,200, gone.
I don't believe you. What's the counterclaim for, sir? $1,500. How does she owe you for defaming her?
Well, she defamation of character.
For defaming
we were
you,
working,
right.
and one of my coworkers pulled me to the side and said that she is going around telling the coworkers or boss, the managers, that I basically took advantage of her. Basically, like I stole from her, because she said I never had the intention of paying her back.
That's stealing, permanently depriving one of their property or monies.
Yes, but it wasn't true. That
The
wasn't the
intent
plan.
to permanently deprive. Well, have you paid her?
No.
How long ago was it?
Well, she gave me the loan back in November.
November?
Yes.
And when were you to begin paying?
I was supposed to
When
pay
your
her back.
income tax?
Yes, sir.
And that would have been February or March or April?
Yeah.
And you haven't paid anything. All right, but you do understand that the fact that you lost what you owed her does not mean that you no longer owe her. You understand that proposition?
Yes.
All right. And
Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to clear the record. I did state to my ex-boyfriend, my boyfriend at the time at the restaurant, that, yeah, he asked me what was going on between him and I, because we weren't close like we used to be, because that was my closest cousin. And I had just told him, like, he still hasn't given me my money. He made up, like, a BS story is what I told him, and I didn't believe him. But I told one person. It never went back to our boss. He never got fired for anything.
Well, you told him your opinion of the truth.
Right.
And it is true that you haven't paid. And her opinion is that you weren't going to pay her. And therefore, you have taken her money. So she has a right to that belief based on your actions that you had demonstrated. So your claim for defamation is dismissed. Good luck to you. Yours is granted for the money he lost but still owes you. Have a good day.
Honestly, it just sucks that we had to come to this, and I'm glad that we can get past this, hopefully, and work toward being as close as we used to be.
I just want to say I apologize. I didn't screw you over. I did lose my money, but I hope we can get past this and see where it goes from here.
I love you.
I love you too.